Palace aides are reportedly scrambling to find a way to stop the publication of Prince Harry's tell-all memoir as King Charles III attempts to establish his reign. According to the Daily Mail, staff are so concerned that they've already held discussions about how to prevent the book from hitting shelves early next year. A friend of the king reportedly said, "The question inside the palace is, can the book be stopped?" It may be that even Harry can't stop it at this stage, but the feeling at the very top is that there's no good that can come of airing grievances in public. There was already speculation that the memoir would be delayed following the Queen's death on September the 8th, and that Harry may edit some of his more controversial comments out of respect. Multiple outlets have suggested the prince is toning down the memoir in the wake of his grandmother's passing and his father's subsequent ascension. Prince Harry has been warned that his controversial memoir could backfire on the Sussexes, as the Duke of Sussex's former royal butler urged him to U-turn on his memoir. Grant Harolds told GB News that the memoir would be a disaster for the Sussexes. Also on the programme, royal commentator Kinsey Schofield suggested that Harry's chickens may be coming home to roost, claiming that the memoir could backfire on the Duke of Sussex. Miss Schofield said Harry and Meghan are still a liability to the royal family. Mr. Harolds echoed this point, adding that Harry had inflicted damage on his relationship with the royals. He continued, "There's no question about that. They've got to do a U-turn. They can't just do one public appearance and everything is fine again. Things like this book would be a disaster for them. These are things they have to consider if they want a way back in." GB News host Patrick Christie's questioned whether there was still time to edit the memoir at this point. He added, "I wonder whether for Harry all his chickens are coming home to roost, whether he knows he's dropped the ball here." Miss Schofield responded, "If his book was intended for November, that means it was already on the printers. That would mean it's probably impossible for him to make changes." She added, "The palace are bracing for how they will respond to it because it could hit the same time as The Crown's season 5. They're bracing for a lot of negative attention come November, and Harry should not be trying to create more chaos for King Charles at the start of his new reign." Meanwhile, King Charles is reportedly waiting to deliver Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal future after seeing where their priorities align. Royal expert and commentator Jonathan Sacerdoti said, "I think that the royal family's been through that before. We saw that with Charles and Diana. There were these allegations on both sides that the other side was leaking things to the press in order to sort of play it out in public. So I think it would be totally understandable if the king decides to wait until those major unknowns have become more known, when the book and the Netflix production are out, and then he can decide what to do, and in light of that, if they do the right thing by him, he may well be much more favourable towards them in the future."